think I'm live. Let me just make sure I'm live. Let me go over to the Pixie page and see if I'm live. I think I'm live. Hi, guys. How are you? I might be live. I know I'm having a little technical difficulty right now, but I am live, and so we are good now. I'm going to pass the phone to my mom. And we're actually not going to work on this tonight, but I wanted to show this as it is now almost finished. I just need to do a second coat of the blue on the legs, but we've got that side done and this side done and our top done. I only need to add the knob, and I'm going to put a little Totally Dazzle thing on the knob and paint these second. So
Josie says hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Dee says hello, everyone.
Hi.
And
how are you?
Watching.
Okay, good. You should be able to see me, maybe, hopefully.
Elizabeth is
Let's
watching.
just get this a little bit better. Oh, wait a minute. I need to, let me change. There we go.
Marianne is watching.
Now you can see
Josie
me.
says that really turned out so beautiful.
Thank you. And so tonight, though, guys, we're on to something else. I just wanted y'all to see, since I had left it with this side not being done, and and see how we married up the paper with the area. Whoops, I'm pushing on the wrong camera here. We married up the paper.
The love. Christy Reynolds is watching.
Yay! Sprinkle the love.
Cherry says hello, friends.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Teresa, how are you?
Hello, Amanda from Christy Reynolds.
I'm gonna take this off of my little stand here, and I'm gonna set it over here. Hopefully, Mom won't fall over it.
Donna is watching.
And
Christy Sprinkle.
I have the sweetest little table that I want to start to work on. Y'all, I think I've gotten addicted to this. My mom and my sister, they go to the Goodwill and to the Salvation Army, and they're messaging me, I found this, I found that. And this is the sweet table that
is not going to fit on the thing.
It fits.
It's going to fall.
I don't think so. If you raise up,
take the card.
If we take the plywood off, it will fit right in there. So let's just take that off. And we're going to put this up on there. Actually, I think it fits perfect. It's a little high.
Can't see it.
Can't see it. That's okay. I can give a little more height here. Hold on. I figured we would have to adjust a little bit. So let's give a little more height. How is that, guys? Oh, you can see it perfect now. And so
actually come down, but that's
okay. Yeah, I guess we can come down just a little bit. I think I probably can just angle the camera down. Maybe not.
Josie says it's so cute.
It is, isn't it? I thought it was just adorable. It's kind of dainty. How's that, Mom? Does that look good?
Good.
Okay. So what I have done right now is I have put a cleaner on it, and it's actually got a little bubble in this on the top, a couple places. It obviously met with some moisture at some point. But guys, we're not going to worry about that little bubble at all. We are just going to put a primer on it. But I thought we would talk about maybe some fun things we could do with this table. And I have, so right now it's just been cleaned. And actually I have not even cleaned the metal, but we're going to paint the metal. Or not all of it, but we're going to hit it with some highlights. And I have this Would You Bend? And I want to get y'all's opinion because my mom thinks this is a little much. But I think if we put it on this corner here and bend it around that corner, it would be, no, I'm not. I don't think so.
It's a very cute table.
I think that would be awesome on this corner and it coming off, and then it kind of like
wants to know if that's a little
going
drawer
in.
on the front.
It is a little drawer. It's a little drawer on the front. I pulled it out because I put some cleaner on it and put a layer of cleaner down on it. And so we're ready for the primer because we're really going to start from square one. Square one.
He says reminds her of a vanity.
It kind of does. It's a very sweet little table. And so
Josie likes that embellishment.
I do too. I think it's going to be really pretty.
Okay, I'm
Mama's being voted out. Mama's like, I'm not going to say anymore.
Voted out. That's okay.
Mama.
I'm good.
Anyway. I asked today, and I did a little live earlier at lunchtime, and I asked my folks that were there with me if they wanted me to come over here and work on this table at my mom's, or just, paint something at the house. It was like a unanimous, go to your mama's. I almost felt like y'all want to see my mama and talk to my mama.
Darlene is watching.
More than me. Hi, Darlene. So we're going to give it a coat
Lena is watching.
I have.
Looks like a vanity table that could be used now as a changing table.
I guess it could. It's a little small, though. I would be afraid the baby would fall off because it's probably only 18 inches at the widest point. And at this point, it's probably not even 12 inches. So I would be a little afraid a baby would roll right off of it. But, you could, if you put some rails on it now, you could convert it to be a cute little possible table. This is.
Hello, Mama. Hope you had a nice Mother's Day. I surely did.
This is this is the primer.
Charging table.
Charging table.
Not changing.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Charging table.
I was like, well, you could, but
I thought it said changing. No, I'm sorry.
It could be a charging
table. Yes.
That would be very cute. I was thinking, it's great for like behind the sofa, because it's kind of narrow. And it's great for foyer, entry foyer, or maybe if you had a big walk-in closet.
Mary Giddens is watching.
Hi, Mary. And we're putting the coconut primer on. This is I love this primer by Paint Pixie. And so I told you we're going to start at the first step. And we're going to let this dry. And since the table
says she's painted a few.
You painted a few? Mm-hmm. I'm sure you have, Christy. She said she started painting furniture. She told me that last time I was over here. Maybe you'll go back to it. I don't know. I'm loving it so far. I guess when your pieces turn out good, you love it. But when you have a piece that gives you like a little fit and a grief, you probably are like, I don't know. I don't know about it today. But anyway, we're just going to keep painting this. It won't take long. Trust me, this porch is about 85 degrees out here. It feels it at least. And so, it probably is not that hot, but it certainly feels that hot. And so
Liz and Don Causey say hello.
This will be
They sprinkled.
Thank you for sprinkling. Sprinkling the love is always a good thing. And I put out my I didn't pin it though. My Paint Pixie affiliate link. So if I inspire you to maybe pick up some primer or some paints or any of those things. Oh, there we go. I'll post it again. And maybe I can No, I can't do anything, but just post it. Okay. Maybe I can pin it later. Then you can click that link and I would appreciate
Josie
it.
says, hold on, I can pin it if you can't.
I can't pin it. I just posted it, but I can't, it won't let me
She
pin
just
it
did
on
it.
my end.
She just put it.
I could block myself. That's the only option I had. It was like block or delete. And so I'm like, I don't really want to delete it. And I definitely don't want to block myself. Like, I'm just going to paint over this little, normally you would take that off, but I didn't take it off. We're just going to stand it up and I'm going to paint underneath of it because we're going to end up painting that anyway. So we're not going to worry too much about that.
Bonnie Chaulk is watching.
Hi, Bonnie. My name's Amanda. I'm with Simply Flamazing Art. You can go and follow me on
Nancy
Facebook.
Anderson is watching.
I am actually very new to furniture painting. This is all of my second piece. And I have done both of my pieces online. So if I mess up, the world sees it. That's okay. Because you know what? There are people out there, and I know because I'm one of them who's always wanted to paint furniture and always was too intimidated to do it. And so by me doing this, it's showing everyone that anyone and everyone can paint furniture and that it's just paint. And guess what, guys? If it all goes bad and all goes wrong, all we do is paint over it. And it's just paint. So, you know.
Josie says the link is pinned.
Oh, thank you, Josie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for so much. The opportunity to be here, to be an affiliate of this.
Sandy's Burlap and Bling Creations is watching.
Hello, Sandy. To be an affiliate of yours, I'm a proud affiliate.
Christy says absolutely anyone can do it.
Cool. And so, guys, how sweet do we want to make this
And
piece?
Josie says she appreciates you too, and she gives you some hugs and kisses.
Aw, thank you.
X's and O's.
X's and O's. We love X's and O's. What do y'all think? So, Mom says it needs to be sweet. And I kind of think so also. But there's a little part of me that, like, because it's so sweet, like, has this urge to grunge it a little bit. My mom's like, don't do it. And so I'm like, okay, all right. We'll make it sweet.
Maybe.
Mom's like, maybe.
Amber is watching.
And so, but I am going to use these on it. And so we're going to do the would you bend on there. I don't have my supplies for it tonight, but I felt like
sweet. Josie thinks sweet too. I love the scallop drawer.
I know that scallop drawer just makes it look so sweet.
And she says, I think you could age the edges maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like something that's kind of
so it looks more vintage.
Just sweet and
vintage.
Yeah, a little bit vintage. Mom, go in the box in the bedroom and get out the French macaron. The French macaron. It's a big enough bottle. She's looking at me like, that's one of my ones you ordered from my cabinet. And right. I don't have enough in my bottle to do it.
Okay.
But
macaron.
The French macaron.
Okay.
Guys, we're going to go with my favorite color as the base color of this. And we're going to do like a country French sort of, I think, feel for it. I don't know. There's something about that just hit me, and I'm like, that's going to be it. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's a good idea or not. And I want to just wipe these down real quick while I'm waiting for that. And of course, the primer's got to dry. But since it was already white, I'm not too worried about, oops, I'm getting white paint on this. Don't do that, Amanda. I'm not too worried about a second coat because it was already white. And I put the cleaner agent on it, and then I put a primer on it. And I think one coat of primer is going to be all that I really need. And I'm just wiping down this metal because just want to make sure it's nice and clean before we go adding anything else to this. And so, but what I want to do at some point when somebody painted this, they got white all over the little white specks. They weren't very neat about it. Love French Country Cottage. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Something along those lines. Now, I'm only going to guess at what French Country looks like. So if I don't get that right, guys, just know that I don't always know what French Country looks like. It's just, it's my version of French Country. So, but it starts with the French macaron. And then y'all tell me, I'm kind of thinking on the black, maybe a little bit of just kind of hitting it with a little bit of statuary. I'm thinking that would be really pretty contrast. So tell me what y'all think about that plan of action. And then we'll figure out what we want to do with this. And we'll figure out if we want to put a stencil on it or something. Is yours still good or did it end yesterday? I actually think that sale ended yesterday. I don't know.
Josie.
Yeah, Josie will answer. She's on.
Judith Turner is watching.
It will be your version, so it'll be all right. That's right. Hey, Amber, how are you? Well, I was telling that I really don't know. Like if I do this and it's totally not French Country, don't hold me against it because I don't exactly know what French Country looks like. So,
French Country, everybody loves French Country.
I do. I love it. I just love the idea. And Mom even said like pink flowers. And so I can kind of see like some pink flowers on this. And maybe we'll just do some we won't do decoupage. We'll just do some free paint. What do y'all think about that? I think that might be a real good plan. All right, let me just see. Are we dry? We are dry. That top is dry. Make sure it's dry all the way over here. It's a little tacky in that corner. But this side over here is completely dry. So we'll work on this side and then work over there to that side.
I think so. Sweet roses, maybe cream color. They would be pretty. Mm-hmm. Maybe a cream color rose is like the ones. Remember those roses we used to get for the weddings?
I can't think of the name of them right this minute, but what were they called? I can't believe I have forgotten them. I've only ordered 1,000,001 of them. Mom and I, my sister, we used to do weddings. And we would do the flowers, and we would do the cakes, and we would do coordination, and the whole deal. We were the Walmart of weddings. You could come to us and you could get it all. One-stop shop. We do invitations. We would help with the whatever design you wanted at your reception. We would decorate. We would decorate the churches. We would work till the wee hours of the morning.
She goes, oh my goodness. Yes, oh my goodness, is right.
Oh my goodness is right. And do the wedding cakes. It was a lot of fun. My sister, she mainly did the flowers. My mom and I would help her
At crunch time.
at crunch time. You know, once she figured out the design, you know, she needed like 20 of them. We would go in and help her mass produce 20 of them. And
Josie says, my daughter and I are putting together a wedding kit for tables.
oh, nice.
Oh.
That's awesome.
And Amber says, that's a lot.
It was a lot.
And
It was
Judith
a
said,
lot of work.
Judith Turner says, I love it. It was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work and it was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
It was a lot of stress. It was a lot of stress because
Yeah, I think white roses on there would be beautiful. Those creamy.
and so
Those roses called.
ah,
Valencia.
they were something like that.
They were gorgeous.
I have Vidalia in mind, but I know it's not Vidalia. That's an onion. But it's something. It's something like
It's
that.
Valencia.
It was
Valencia.
something. I don't know. I'll think of it at 2 a.m. in the morning when I'm awake. I will wake up and be like, "That's the name of those," because we only ordered 1 million of them. Because they were the one white rose that you could order that wouldn't be dead in 4 hours.
And you knew what you were getting.
And you know exactly, and the heads were huge, and they were beautiful. And they would open up and just stand all proud and tall, and it didn't matter how hot it got.
They were good. I like that color.
This is my favorite Paint Pixie color. Oh, I tell it all the time. Everybody who knows of the magical chalk paints, I love all of them, but this color, the French macaron, is my favorite magical chalk paint color. And I am not a huge blue person. I am more of a teal person.
Watching.
But there is something about this color that just screams my name.
Amber says she likes that color too.
And if you don't have this color in your wheelhouse, seriously, go order you a 2-ounce bottle and try it, because you are going to absolutely love it. I have all the faith in the world. Even if you are not a big blue person, because I'm not a huge blue person. I love teals. Teal is one of my favorite colors. And I love red. Red is my favorite color for a vehicle. And yeah, I have had 2 red vehicles. And it's my favorite color for a vehicle. I got a red truck right now. I peter around in my red truck. It's just not an old red truck. It's not new. It's like a 2013. So it's not new. It's 10 years old, but it's not like one of those old 50s, 60s style trucks that are like you see in all of the red truck designs. It's not like that. That might even be older than the 50s and the 60s.
Oh, says her Tacoma is bright red.
I like a red vehicle. Although they say red vehicles are the hardest vehicles to see, and I don't know. That's what the insurance company says. But I would think green too. Mom's like, I would think it would be green. I would think green too, but apparently they say it's red. Oh my. I don't know where my timetable
says
is.
her red 4 is wrapped in Paint Pixie stuff, but it is a dark metallic red.
Oh, I bet that's cute. You have one of those like wraps around your truck that has like the paint pixie. Oh, I bet that is cute as it can be. Motor all around in town in that. Now you can really see.
That's what she also says. Red is spotted the most by the police.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You want to get pulled over, drive a red vehicle. And my Explorer, this is. I mean, I was getting ready to question the cop. Like, are we having an affair and I don't know it? Because if we are, you probably gonna have to make a little more money because I'm married and the only person, like, you know, I'm not looking to cheat on my husband, but maybe with the sugar daddy, he might be okay with that. But going to work. This is pre-COVID because I was going to work, and the cop, my inspection sticker had gone out, and I knew I needed tires, and I didn't have the money to buy 5 tires. Well, really 4, I guess. Anyway, and so I needed to wait to payday. And I'm not going to lie, my inspection sticker was probably like a month or more out of date, but I still needed to wait for payday because, you know, priorities. Probably took it when I actually, you know, should have gotten my tires before and got my inspection sticker, but whatever. So he pulls me over, and let's just say this was like a Monday or a Tuesday. And he pulls me over on my road going into work on 20, and I pull over, and he tells me that my inspection sticker is out, and he writes me a ticket. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I told him, I said, I'm waiting to payday. I need to get 4 tires. And I don't have the money. And I said, I need to wait to payday. Okay, so he's like, well, you just take it to the courthouse, and, you know, it's basically no fine. Other than you have to pay $20 court fee. Thank you very much. Anyway, but... So I take the ticket and thank him and tell him to have a nice day because, you know, they are public servants and they have a tough time. So I'm not giving him a hard time because I didn't do the right thing, right? And so anyway, I go on to work. I'm not happy about it, but I go on to work. The next day, I'm going into town. Blue lights flashing behind me. I pull over. It's the same cop who pulled me over on Monday, pulling me over again on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever the day it was. He pulled me over 4 times, 4 days in a row. He pulled me over. And each time he'd walk up and he would say, I think we've been here before. I said, yeah, you pulled me over the day before and the day before that. And I said, I told you I needed to wait till Friday to get paid. And when he pulled me over on Friday, I said, today is payday. And I got paid. I'm getting paid. And I'm going and getting 4 tires and my inspection today. And he just laughed. And then I saw him again after that. And I rode by him and I put my thumb up like, I got it. And so anyway, but I was ready to ask him if, you know, we were like, extra friends or something, like if he wanted to be friends, because this is getting to be a habit of him pulling me over. But anyway, but you would think after like day 2 he would have been like, okay, that's that same red Explorer that I pulled over yesterday. But no, 4 days in a row. Okay, what do y'all think, guys? What do y'all think? Your husband gets really weird looks when he drives your RAV4. I bet. That's too funny. All right. Oh my, OMG, oh my, I'm loving it. And so what do y'all think if we did some white roses maybe? With just a hint of, creamy with just a hint of dreamsicle in them. What do y'all think? Police officers are known to be. Oh my. Yeah. Well, he was not. He didn't say anything like, anything that would have been inappropriate. He just walked up and was like, "We've been here before."
Must have been a policeman.
Wow, must have been. That's too funny. I'm gonna go with another coat because I can see some white popping through. And while we're gonna put some white roses
She
on,
got stuff for 8 miles over on her birthday. Only got a warning, and the police officer wished her a happy birthday.
Well, that was nice.
From him and the governor. From him and the governor.
From him and the governor. Okay.
That was nice.
That was nice. Guys, I only get pulled over. Well, I shouldn't say this because this is like Murphy's Law, right? As soon as you say something, But the times I have been pulled over in the past, I'm going to say it like that, is only because I'd have a dead inspection sticker. Because I am terrible about, or a dead license plate number, my registration is dead. Because I am terrible
Her sister
about going and getting that.
Her sister-in-law is retired from the police, and she told us some stories about the officers that trained her.
I bet so.
I can only imagine.
I can too. I have full respect for them, but there's certain boundaries I would not allow them to cross. And so
That is pretty.
But the only times I have gotten pulled over in my life, and got a ticket. Now I've had a wreck and gotten tickets from that. One mom had to go to court with me when I was a teenager. She remembers that one.
Into driving school.
Yeah, I had to go to driving school, had to go to court. But anyway. We had to do all that, and then the insurance still canceled us. So, that was nice of them to still do that after all that hard work. All right. That's just a quick second coat, just to pick up any areas that I might have, just not gotten a good coat on. And we're going to let that dry. And I'm going to get a couple of creams and that dreamsicle, I think. And we're going to paint some roses. And we're going to have a little bit of a... I could stencil the big roses, but why stencil when you can, do a little bit of a hand paint? I think a hand paint on this. I think. I might be one rose in and be like, guys.
I think I'm going to stencil these roses.
I think we're going to stencil this. But
that pretty rose.
I do have the pretty rose stencil that I put on the other table. But I kind of want something almost, I want to say let's go a little daintier than those. Maybe. I want them big. But I want them more I don't know what I want.
Okay. Do you?
All right, let's ask. Do you all want to see these roses that we put on the table on here? Or do you want to see hand-painted roses? And so... what do y'all think? Hand painted. Okay, hand painted it is. We're on Paint Pixie. Josie says hand painted. Let's do hand painted. So we're going to do some
Christy
green.
says hand painted.
Okay. We're going to put the roses on, and then we're going to put the greenery around them, I think. I think that would be easier. So we're going to use some cream puff. That's going to be our cream color. And that's going to be our base to our roses. And then I'm going to get a little bit of dreamsicle, which is kind of a very light, pinky, slightly on the peach side color. It's a great skin tone color, actually. All right, where? I don't know if you can see those. There you go. You can see those. And so let's just picked up the wrong brush. Let's just get this brush and my little edge brush.
Teresa Bishop Hughes is watching.
Hi, Teresa.
Hughes.
How are you, Teresa? My name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art. And we are going to hand paint some. That's still a little bit tacky. Some roses on there. Maybe we'll go up on the top first. And
No, you're not.
I think you can see the top.
I can see the top.
Although the top's a little tacky too, where I went back over with the second coat. We'll just go for it on here. I think it's going to be just fine. And in fact, I probably should put just a little second coat on this. But when we put the flowers on, you won't really notice it too much, I don't think. And we're just going to... I kind of just want to kind of have it go up or trail down.
On the wrong page again.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I've been on the wrong page. Yeah, come on over to the Paint Pixie page. And so we're gonna paint some roses, guys. And these are just gonna be kind of, they're gonna look, oh, don't do that, Amanda. We'll let a leaf cover that up a little bit. These are going to be just some sweet little roses. Mom's not impressed.
I didn't say a word.
Mom's like, I'm here. I know my mama, y'all. She's like, pretty. This is not what I'm envisioning. Y'all, she's my biggest fan. Don't think that she's not my biggest fan, because she is my biggest fan.
Absolutely.
And so I give her a hard time, but she is my biggest fan.
Biggest critic.
She's also my biggest critic. But that's what keeps me, like, you know, you need people that are honest with you, and they're like, if it doesn't look good, that they tell you it doesn't look good. So, you know, if those jeans make your butt look fat, don't ask her, because she gonna tell you that those jeans make your butt look fat.
Josie says, trust the process, right? Trust the process.
That's right. Trust the process.
It's coming.
It's coming. I'm gonna put a little pink in there, because we just want a little hint of pink in there where we're going to have a petal. And then we'll come back with a little white.
Chrissy says, be careful what you ask.
That's right. You have to be careful. You know, what's the rule of when you're a lawyer? Don't ever ask a question that you don't know the answer to. There you go. Like, if you go be sensitive about the answer, don't ask it. Okay, get some pink in there. Probably should have started with pink first. That was probably my mistake on that. Start with the darker color, because then it's hard to get the dark color where you want it. So let's start with the dark color. And that also covers that blue a little bit better. and gives us something to work with.
This is one of my daughters and I are the same way. We are gonna tell you.
That's right. You have, I mean, and that's what like it's all about, right? Is being able to trust.
Nancy Myers Billings is watching.
Hello. Yeah, I'm fighting this, and I don't normally fight my roses. Maybe we do want to do a stencil. It's gonna be okay. I need a darker color though. Too light, and when you're too light with this, it doesn't give you the contrast you need for these roses. And so let me go back to the drawing board and grab a darker color.
On this, I don't know what they are seeing, but what I'm seeing is a white circle.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing. It's kind of hard because the light is glaring off of it, but there's not enough contrast for you to see what I'm seeing. And so Mom's like, all I'm seeing is a white circle. Told y'all.
Yeah. Josie says you can mix a little of a different color in to just darken it a bit.
Yep.
Add a little light gray or pink with it.
Yeah, I'm adding a little pink because I just want that softness of a pink with the cream. That's what I was saying. Like I didn't have the contrasting color to play off of, and so I kind of needed this darker color in here. These roses that I'm doing are just kind of like impressionistic roses. Obviously, they're not like perfect roses or anything, and they work by contrast.
No paint emergency here.
That's right. We don't have painting emergencies. We just are like, we assess the situation and we see what we need and we go for it. And you know what? It's paint, guys. If we don't like it, we paint right over it.
Carolyn Orlando is watching.
Hello, Carolyn. Nice to meet you. My name's Amanda. Simply Flamazing Art. And we are hand painting this sweet little table. We're putting some roses on.
And Meriden McDonald is watching.
And see where we want to get that deep color. We just pop in a little bit of this deeper pink.
Carolyn Orlando is from Waterloo, Iowa.
Well,
good evening from Waterloo, Iowa.
How is the weather in Waterloo, Iowa? Iowa or Ohio? Iowa, okay. Out west. I bet that's pretty. Are you close to any mountains in Waterloo? I mean, Iowa has some beautiful mountains.
Now it's looking like a rose.
What do y'all think? I think we got a rose.
So,
I think we have the sweetest little rose.
Simmons is watching.
And so, you know, you need that contrast color though in order to pull out these roses. Now you can paint, you know, like if you want to paint a rose and you want to be specific about each petal, you can use but even then you need that contrast. You need that contrast. And so looks good. Thank you.
Carolyn says it's a little cloudy, but the weather is beautiful right now.
Awesome. And so we don't want to put another big one over here. We're going to just like put something else, or maybe have some coming off of the, and maybe have like a little bud or something. Just something a little different, because we don't want like that might look a little like, I don't know. We don't want that. So we want a little something different. We're going to have some vines. We are going to have some vines. But I'm just going to put like just the impression that there's a rose kind of coming in, just that it just goes off of it just goes right on off.
You have to end at 8?
Yeah, I have like an hour.
You have like 10 minutes.
Okay. Now, Sunday, I will be live on Paint Pixie this Sunday at 4 o'clock. And this Sunday, we're going to start my mom's cabinet. And so be prepared for that. And you can see the door goes in. How sweet, huh? So y'all plan on coming back, and we'll have just a little bud kind of up here hanging out.
Jolene Campbell is watching.
Josie, is there anyone after me, or can I go just a little bit over?
Says it is really sweet.
I mean, I won't go that much over, but just a little bit. I would like to get a little greenery on here if I have time. And just to start to pull it back up onto the top.
No one after you.
Okay. And so if we have something like that, we'll have a little vine coming up and around, some little leaves and stuff on it. And then for this, I'm thinking, I'm just going to set this here for a minute, because we're going to figure out how we're going to pull it up onto our, but I want to just test something.
Jolene says hello.
Hello. How are you? My name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art. And I teach folks basically how to paint. I need to grab another brush. I'll grab a couple of brushes. And this is my second furniture piece.
The roses are lovely, Teresa Cherry said.
Thank you, Teresa. They're a fun rose to paint because you don't have to be, you don't have to like be so fussy about them. Long as you have some contrast and you just kind of make some swirlies, the roses just kind of pop out on their own. And I love doing roses this way. I think it's so much fun. And so I'm just mixing a little bit of the Christmas cookie with the chocolate souffle just to get a little darker green. And then we're just going to kind of come in. I'm going to go dark first, Mom, and then I'm going to go lighter. We're going to just put in like a little leaf, because their roses have little leaves, you know, and they're like they're a little bit jaggedy. They're not very like smooth. And so we want to have a little bit of just some jaggedy. So this is where you just kind of, a little wiggle will do you good. And we just want to put in a couple.
Make them softer.
We're going to lighten them up, Mom. I got them. Mom's like, lighten those leaves.
They seem so soft.
Oh, it's starting to rain. We're going to lighten it up. I just needed a little base to work with, kind of like our roses. You kind of need a little base to work with, and then you come in and lighten, lighten, lighten. And you can darken too, but I'm just giving it a little light. What do y'all think about that?
Kathy Jones is watching.
Hello, Kathy. And so we need a little like something to tie these together. So let's just put a little, I don't know, do we need some to tie them together or do we just want the green? I don't know what I want now that I'm looking at this. I mean, it kind of looks like we do need something to tie them together, but at the same time, I kind of just like them sitting on there the way they are. You think I need a vine? Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever you think. I don't know.
And I guess roses do kind of grow on a vine or they grow on something.
A bush.
A bush. A climbing bush. And we could have them like a climbing bush that just is climbed up.
A stem and a rosebud. I'm like you too.
Huh?
Stem and a rosebud. Who says
Yeah.
a stem and a rosebud?
That's what this one is right here.
Depends on if you're going to cover the whole thing. It depends on what you're doing.
No, see, I don't know yet. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, I don't think. Like the whole thing isn't going to get covered with roses, I don't think. Although I might just go hog wild and be like, cover the whole thing. Cover it all. It's just so sweet. What do y'all think? The drawer could have more roses than the top. That is true. It could have more roses than the top. And in fact, I think I see a spot where I want to put one more rose. And although I will have 4 at that point. And y'all know me, I aim for 4, like 3 or 5 or whatever.
Right now, I'm seeing the knob as a rose, but it's not.
Right. And the knob is not. It could be. It could be. We could incorporate that, but I don't know what we would do with this part. Let me do something with that knob first and see if y'all like this. And if you don't, it's okay. We will redo it.
Carol Orlando says it's looking good.
Thinking this will
And
be
Sherry says add another rose.
okay. I'm thinking another rose, kind of like a partial rose up in here on this side. And technically we would have 3 on that side and 1 on that side. So we could split it like that.
Size. She says a medium size.
Yeah, that's what I'm sort of thinking. Smaller than this one, a little bigger than that one, and maybe going off up here is what I'm thinking. You know, take up some of this blue space here with the rose. Now tell me what you think about this. This is statuary.
She says yes. Sherry says yes.
I'm thinking
Sherry,
yes too.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Sherry.
What?
SHARI. Yeah, Sherry. Although I always say that now, maybe she'd be like, it's actually Cherie. Mom might be right.
The small rose in this corner needs another leaf on the left side of the stem. I do too.
Over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Small rose on the corner.
Yeah, I kind of abandoned it. Mm-hmm. I kind of left it there for just a minute. I wanted I want to just check this color out on this to see. And then we'll come back. We'll finish this drawer, and then I think we'll be good. Although it's just 8 o'clock, so I know my hour is technically up, and I want to respect that too. So we'll see. We'll see how much more it takes on here, and if we can get to where we kind of get on top.
You can do the top on another live.
Yeah, do a top on another live.
Or you could add a butterfly.
I
Sherry
could.
Says.
I could. That would be sweet. What don't you know? About what? Oh. Mom's like, I don't know about the butterfly. You can say it out loud, Mom. It's okay. Everybody is entitled to their opinions. And so.
Catherine Wood is watching.
We don't cut anyone's opinion short. Because it's all part. Oh! Oops! Just wait till it catches up on Facebook. Or maybe we'll get rid of it before it catches up on Facebook.
Yeah, I see what you did.
Like, oops. Oops-a-daisy. Jill's from Oops-a-daisy. This is Oops-a-daisy. Because we do them a lot around here. We have Oops-a-daisy.
She says that that's true. I have to give her that.
What?
Butterflies love roses.
They do. They do.
Josie goes, oops.
Oops. Oops-a-daisy.
You don't oops up the color up there.
But I wiped it right off.
It's gone.
How do y'all like that color? It's called statuary. That's the color statuary, and it's one of my favorite metallics. Although I'll have to say, I don't know if it beats the gold, because the 24 karat gold is amazing. And I will have to say that I am absolutely in love with the blue Starry Night. Especially after doing that table, I am in love with it. And so I think that actually just makes it look so sweet, don't y'all?
I like that.
And I think if we come over here and just add just a little bit to like these little details.
Says, gold is still my favorite, are equal to Starry Night.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know between,
Sherry says she loves it. And Josie says, I like the knob.
I don't know between Starry Night and, I mean, it's, I would have said gold and statuary were my favorite up until the Starry Night hit the scene on that table. And after that, it's like, oh, oh.
You need to put another rose over here.
I'm going to put another rose. I just had this on my paintbrush and I wanted to see if I liked that. Can y'all see that? I love that. Just a little hint of that, you know, the statuary on these. And maybe just a little hint of it like on the legs. Just a kind of a dry brush on the legs where it bends to go down. I'm thinking that's how I'm going to finish this. I think that is going to be so beautiful. Well, it will kind of cover it a little bit, but it's not going to cover it totally. I'm not putting it on here. I'm putting it up here, and it's just going to bend a little bit down. So you'll still see this. You will still see this. And it has one back here that I'll do the same for as this. And then I'll do the legs like that. And you're not going to see it a whole lot, but you will see it. It's there and kind of like just very dry brushed on there too.
Looks like that oil bronze look.
It does. It gives that bronze look of oil bronze.
Kelly Elizabeth says the perfect touch.
And I think it's just, and it's just gonna add a little like the sweetest of dry brushes to it. Not to really take all the black away. Kind of took all the black away on here, but the rest of this is just gonna get a very light little touch of it.
Put another rose on that drawer.
I'm gonna put another rose on this drawer.
And the drawer is looking really good, but it's lacking.
It's lacking, and so I agree. We're not done. We're not done with that drawer. So let's put another little leaf over here.
Good, but it's lacking a little something. Something.
Is that you saying that, or is it somebody on there
saying? Me saying that. You should know.
I kind of did. And that's okay. We got another little leaf on here. There we go. And then we're going to put another little rose because I just feel like this area up here needs something. I'm going to pull my drawer out so I don't go and hit up in there. But I think it is so sweet. And so it's going to go off of the top, but it's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be bigger than this rose. It's going to take up my blue space up in that area. And I might just come down and bump into my little knob. What do y'all think? I think so. I think that's the magic number right there. A little darker.
A little fine down to connect it to that.
And that's going to be what we're going to do. I'm just putting a little darker in there before I go into all those lighter colors. Oh, thank you, Kelly. How are you doing? And so just gonna pop in our a little pink, a little lighter pink. And then I'm going to come in with the white and we're going to start to make out our petals now. It's raining again. They called for it earlier and it kind of did it for like all of like 2 minutes and stopped. But now it's back. Let me see if I can turn it slightly. There's a glare on it. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. Oh, that's a little bit better actually. I don't want to turn the light down because then it's going to be too dark to see it at all. Unfortunately, I don't have the greatest of lighting set up out here. I'm going to have to work on that for future lives and see if we can't get it a little bit better. I'm depending on my ring light to give me light and to put light on the project, and it's causing it to just get a little too much of a glare. But I am loving this, guys. And this is kind of what I was seeing when I was talking about the French country.
Is watching.
I don't know if this fits French country or not. Because I don't really know what French country is, other than I just think of it as something like sweet cottage, lots of flowers, lots of pinks and blues, and like this French macaron blue. I might have to put this in my closet.
Yes, you again is watching.
What do y'all think about that rose? I know it's kind of really hard to see. I wish there was a way. Maybe let me just try to turn down.
French macaron is a French blue, Josie says.
Can y'all see that better? And still see the piece, and it's not too much of it's not glaring it back too much. I think y'all can see that better.
So
I know it's a French blue, but it's my favorite. It's like the first. I don't know if I got this color when I ordered my 9-pack. My very first order of Paint Pixie was your 9-pack in the summertime last year.
The drawer color definitely shows better. Yes, it does.
And so
where the lights hit in the drawer.
Yeah. That's what was missing.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it too. Y'all just got there before me. Y'all just beat me to it. We're just gonna pull out a little.
Try finding the right blue food for that color. Laugh out loud. Right.
Try and find the right blue food. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think you named it perfect though. I honestly don't know what name you could have given it that was any better. Like I said, I can't remember.
Right. She says all I could think of are have macarons come in different colors.
But
Karen Henson Denning is watching.
Hello, Karen. Yeah, I'm sure the blue Java banana. I have a tough time even saying blue Java banana because I want to either leave the Java out sometimes or I want to leave the banana out sometimes. When I say it, I was like, guys, I don't think it needs nothing else. Do you? I might could see one thing. Y'all tell me. This is when your artist brushes you use for painting furniture. Who would have ever thought? Well, whoever painted furniture probably thought. This is my second piece and my first time actually like painting on furniture. Last time I did a stencil, which I guess it counts as painting, but it's kind of like not like this. It's a whole lot easier to use a stencil. I kind of want it to be a little bit messy, just round that edge, just like that. If you can see that, I don't even know if you can see that because it's so subtle. It's just a little touch of statuary. Kind of. Ooh, that's a little more than a little touch. Let me wipe off some of that. That got up a little higher than I wanted it to get. So when that happens, we just make this one look like that one. And we are like, that's what it was meant to look like. I don't know if y'all can see that. And unfortunately, I can't zoom this camera in. But I will see if I can let you see when I switch the cameras.
Josie says, stop, walk away, put down the brush, Amanda.
Oh.
You're done.
You don't like it? You don't like the little mix
Sherry
of the,
says, looks awesome.
Mix of the statuary on there?
Turquoise Irish started out as a furniture painter, and now she paints huge flowers on them.
I have seen her stuff. Page. I have seen her stuff. I follow her page. She's amazing painter. And she does those big flowers. I've seen them. And they're beautiful. These are nowhere near the size of hers. But this is a little table too, so I don't know. If she had put those big flowers in this.
Says, I think you're getting addicted to painting furniture.
I think so. I think I'm loving
Stella
it.
Abbey is watching.
When I fill our houses, all three of our houses with can y'all see what I just did? I kind of just went around it really roughly with this statuary, just on this ruffle, just to kind of like be like, don't be messing it up. In other words, don't mess it up.
Stop while you're at it. She does a lot of canvas art too, which I have. Oh, I just missed that before I could finish it.
Josie, yes. Please, that would be fun to get together again. I like that edge. Okay, good. I'm glad you like that edge. I think it actually kind of framed it in a way. Now, I'm not going to do up at the top edge. I'm just going to do down the side and here and up this side. I don't think it needs it across the top. Yeah, they can see it. It's very hard to see it. I can't see it on this. It's very hard to see it. But I think we are done. I know I'm over a little bit. And I think we are, but I think we completed the drawer and the top. We're going to just kind of do the exact same thing. I'm going to add the widgie bend here on this corner, which is just going to, I think, accent it even more and make it even sweeter. And so we'll come back live on a live coming up and finish this table. But I think that is super cute.
Just says, I love how you're branching out to furniture too.
Well,
I know.
it kind of was. It was not planned to go into furniture, but it just sort of kind of like happened, and it's so much fun, guys. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. And so I'm going to switch to this view and see if y'all can see that edge. I'm going to just kind of move you a little closer and see. I got to be careful though. I don't want my wires. Can you see that edge that I put around there?
Tracy says, I love it.
And
Wow, the colors are beautiful.
and then the way we just tested out that, putting the statuary on there.
She says she can see it.
And then before we're done with it, what happened to those pieces? Here they are.
Sherry McIntyre says, art is more than a canvas.
It is more than a canvas. It's pretty much anything and everything, right? We're going to put, this is the little thing. I felt like this kind of, I don't know, kind of reminded me of down here. And this is going to go on. So what I'm going to do is, let me just open this up. And this is wood bend, so it's hard right now, and I can't bend it. I have to get it hot. But when I get it hot, I'm going to put this part here is going to attach here. And then these are going to bend back and come across here. And this one's going to bend back and go across there. So it's going to bend like a V. Mom's shaking her head. And this is going to kind of just curve a little bit down. So you will still, it won't cover that up entirely because it's going to go on the corner. And you're going to see it that way. We'll put it on. We'll get it hot and we'll put it on real live. And we'll see. We'll hold it up and we'll see if we like it. If we hate it, guess what? We don't have to add it on there. If we love it, we paint it blue. We put it on there. And then we hit it with a little bit of that statuary. And it's going to be amazing. I promise. I can see it. And it's going to give that table just a little more pop. What do y'all think? Y'all like that idea? It went cricket.
Don't think anybody like that idea.
Mom's like, I don't think anybody like that idea. That's all right if you don't like the idea. I think it's going to be beautiful when we're done. Your mama said if you didn't have anything nice to say, ... Okay. Dang, Josie. Dang.
I have to agree. I think it's too much can be too much.
Okay. All right. I don't know. It might be too much, but just right. We will see. Everybody's like, I don't know about that. That's kind of out there, Amanda. Anyway, well, we're going to try it, guys, and we're going to see. We need to expand our horizons. Anyway. You would paint that metal part of the medallion, the rose color. That would be pretty. This part here, painted the rose color, and then let the statuary be around, that would be pretty too. And we can do that now and see if we like it. And just see how we like that, because that would be really pretty. And I got the paint for the roses right here. And if we don't like it, guess what? We can paint it back over. It's no big deal.
Or the whole medallion painted the rose color. Experiment, somebody says. It's just paint.
That's
You're
right.
It's just paint.
That's right. It's just paint. It is just paint. And this medallion here is kind of a flower shape or a starburst shape, or I don't know exactly what you want to call it. But trying to stay, I'm trying to get just right there in that center part. So that's that mid color. I'm gonna come in with a little bit of that darker color just in the recesses. And then we're going to come on top with that lighter color.
Josie says it almost looks like a daisy-like flower. And
It does. It's more of a daisy shape. It's more of like a sunburst daisy shape than a rose. It doesn't really look like a rose. We can try to make it kind of look like a rose, but it's more of a daisy shape. And so I'm putting a little of that darker in there. And then I'm going to just grab a little bit of that light and see if we can't.
That ties it all together. It still looks pretty though. I like that painted medallion a lot. That was D.
I kind of like that too a lot.
Josie says me too.
I think I'm going to have to let it dry just a little bit because my colors are all blending instead of standing out. And so, because I've got quite a few layers on there now, 3 layers.
And then Josie says, what if you painted around that the French macaron?
Maybe. Let's just see. Let's just give it a try. I mean, where's my French macaron? I don't know either. I don't know about that, but
Macaron.
I say it like French macaron. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, because I've never been to France, and I've never spoke French. I could ask my husband. He speaks French. He actually can speak French a little bit. I wouldn't like go to France and trust that he could like read all the signs and we know where we were going. But he can actually speak a little bit. Him and his sister, they both. Well, no, Amanda, don't get it on that.
I'm just thinking out loud, thinking it would tie in the drawer. Yeah, it would.
It would.
Definitely.
If you weren't Amanda and could paint it without the oops. I got a little big brush.
As you were saying it great, macaron.
Macaron. That's what I was trying to think. I always thought it sounded like that.
Macaron.
Probably should have painted this first. for the center would have been a little bit easier. I kind of like that. That's kind of sweet, isn't it? Mom's like, it is sweet.
No, I got tickled. This writes what you said.
Oh, it
And
wrote what I said?
It said it does. It like closed captions what you said.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the things you said, that exactly.
Oh, it doesn't exactly get right. Yeah, it does the closed captioning, and it doesn't always get the words right. And depending on some words, it could get probably pretty bad.
That was kind of funny on that one. What did you do? You said you should have painted that around it before you painted the center.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
S-I-N in New York.
Oh, painted the center. Yeah, I don't think we're painting centers around here. I mean, there's art forms for everything, but that's not an art form I'm gonna be picking up. Okay. First off, like that's not for me to determine who is and who isn't to paint. So that would be a little difficult. And like we'd be painting everybody. Pay them all. That's right. We couldn't miss anybody. I think this might be the winner. I do think it's really cute.
It is.
And I'm going to come back in that center in just a minute and
Tracy says she likes the medallion painted like that. I do too.
I do too. I liked it with the statuary. I liked it better with the statuary than it being just black. But I really kind of.
That's looking fabulous.
I really kind of like that.
It's kind of cute.
It definitely turns the cute on, doesn't it? And it pops it out there so much more than the statuary did. And so. I like that. That's sweet.
You might want to take the statuary off the leg.
I think I'm going to leave it on there. Because I think I'm going to come around it with the statuary. Just not in here with the statuary. But I still like this.
Okay.
And I still like that on there.
Those corners just pop now.
I think so too. I like that.
Better than the Wicca bin.
Mama, not a fan
Of the Wicca bin.
of the Woodgie Band.
Not for that. Not for that application.
Kind of want to just put a little bit of this white in here to kind
They
of
like the statuary on the legs.
Yeah.
Both Jody and Dee.
Josie Andy.
Josie and Dee.
Just a little touch of that white in there.
It brings it up at the corner. Save the Wicca bin for another project.
Yes, I
agree.
will. I will. I don't know what project that'll be, but
You never know.
we'll find something, right? It does brighten up that corner a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of gives it that pop that I was trying to. I think it gives it what I was trying to accomplish with the Woodgie bin. What my thought of the Woodgie bin was, because the Woodgie bin would have been similar to this, because it would have been the color of the French macaron, and then it would have had probably a little bit of that pink in it, and then it would have had some of the statuary just to pull it into the black part. And so
They like the
that
statuary
was
on the legs. So.
kind of what I was thinking. So, but yeah, I love it. And I'll just continue around and finish it. And so I'm gonna say good night. This table looks dainty. Well, and that's kind of, I mean, the table is very dainty. And that was what I wanted to, I either wanted to go very dainty or go kind of like totally the opposite and give it that like something that you wouldn't expect. Take dainty and kind of grunge it up a little bit. I think that would have looked good too. I think we could have made both look good, but I think I like this better. So anyway, yes, Josie, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be an affiliate and for allowing me to come on the page with these things. I love it so much. I appreciate you so much. And I hope everyone enjoyed this, and we will finish it up and I will post some pictures.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
everyone. Good night. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Bye. Yeah, it will look a lot different than that once finished. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It'll be so pretty. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great night. Bye. Oh, I'll see you on Sunday on the Paint Pixie page at 4 p.m. Y'all come because we're going to be working on the big cabinet. Whew, that's going to be a big one. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.